this is my last video. Hello friends, and for the last time this year, welcome to another video. In today's video I wanted to make a year review. The last time I did this was back in Scotland. The year was 2019. I was living abroad, I was living in Scotland. It was, I think I moved there like late August, early September. So it was my third full month of living abroad, of living in Aberdeen. It was right before the quarantine, and like after that the world changed so freaking much. I'm so glad we're over it now, like collectively we're all over it. But at that time I had no idea what we were signing ourselves up. Yeah, I was pretty hopeful that I could travel. I was so lost in life, like career-wise, relationship-wise. I was lost, okay? My god, doll. I didn't, like, I avoided watching that video. Initially I wanted to make a reaction to that video, but I couldn't bear it. It was so triggering to see how much in the dark I was. Maybe in 5 years I'll make another video like this and I'll be triggered to watch this one. Who knows? Hopefully not, but at the same time I'm glad that I'm growing and learning and becoming better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, after that I decided to bail the video and do instead a year review. I wanted it to be like month by month, so I can organize it a bit and have a better understanding. And I realized that this year had some ups and downs, of course, but I think like 2023 was a crazy year for me, so it's a bummer that I didn't make a video like this last year. Long story short, in 2023 I graduated from graphic design school. It was like a career shift in my life, and after that I started working like immediately, which was crazy because no one in my class, they were all going for internships, and I landed a real job like for a junior graphic designer. It was not an internship. I was gonna get paid like a normal wage, as much like a normal wage here in Greece can be for a graphic designer, but oh well. It was better than nothing, and I was gonna have real hands-on experience as a graphic designer. And like after a few weeks after that happened, like I think it was a week and a half, so it was in mosquitoes. And last night it stung me right here on my eyelid, and it looked like I had like an infection or something. It looked crazy. So after like a week and a half I had my like annual birthday party. It's been like a tradition. Me and my best friend do something like this every year now since 2021, when the quarantine ended and we wanted to make something huge. We did it for that year, we really enjoyed it, and now we do it each year. It's like a tradition. And I met my current boyfriend there at my birthday party. It was actually very wholesome, and after that party I was singing Enchanted by Taylor Swift. If you're a Swiftie or you have heard the song, you really know which line I'm talking about. And after 2-3 months of us dating, we decided to move together. So it was the first time like I was having a real job, full-time job, a career, a wholesome, serious relationship with someone who loved me. And now I'm living alone, like not entirely alone, but I'm moving for the second time in my life away from my parents' house. But this time feels more real, because the first time when I moved to Scotland it was like an escape. I had no idea what to do, and like escapism got to me, so it wasn't that serious. And I knew that I wasn't gonna stay there forever or something, but coronavirus and the quarantine had me running back home after a year of living there. So I wouldn't know if it wasn't for corona. I wouldn't know what could have happened there. I had no idea. Maybe I would still be living there and working at Burger King. Oh my god, what a nightmare. And yeah, pretty much I ended 2023 in my own house with my friends, my boyfriend, with a job and everything, and it was a very fulfilling year. And so I was thinking, what did happen in 2024, because 2023 was so crazy and I could made a video for that one, but I didn't, and now I have no idea what else to talk about, so I'm just talking about 2023. Okay, let's be for real. Of course things happen like month by month and you barely realize, so we can do the year review of 2024 now after this useless intro. So basically, as I said, the year started, me, my boyfriend, our house, we were living together, it's been great. The only thing that sucked was me working. I was working for like 6 months at that time. It was a hybrid job. I had been complaining in videos about it, but the days where I had to go in the office because of the traffic and a lot of people, lights, noise, everything, it gave me migraine, so I would return home like three times a week and I would be completely spent. I couldn't do anything, not even cook, not even clean, so it was really hard. And the escape plan wasn't really in the horizon at that time, but I started investing, especially during Christmas holidays, in what I do, in my design studio, my personal thing that I wanted to do as a freelancer, because working at an office can be very draining. You don't get to choose your projects or your clients, and you can end up doing things you don't really like, and if that is happening for a prolonged period of time, you end up hating your job, because it's a creative field, and if it makes you feel like paperwork, it's not worth it, because I'm not in this profession for that, okay? It's really sad when it starts to become like this. January went like that, then February pretty much the same, nothing crazy. I think the highlight of the month was me buying a dehumidifier, honestly. It saved my life and I recommend it to anyone who lives near the sea and has a lot of has a moist house. Oh my god, this was very poorly phrased, but yeah, I'm talking about humidity. I don't know why I couldn't find that word earlier, but yeah. Then in March, the idea of me recording songs with new equipment, re-recording old songs, recording new ones, came to my mind, so I started buying things. At that time I started having some freelance clients from abroad. Nothing seemed that it would last, but for me it was like a silver lining. I was able to save extra money, so I bought equipment for recording songs. I bought a Polaroid. I started buying things for myself so that I could feel a bit better, you know, fill the void inside my heart. At that time, because of work and because I had my freelancing thing, like social media, my Etsy shop, I had spent so much time working that I started becoming burnout, which is a motif in my life, honestly. But by April, I was so burnt out, and of course, when you're living with someone and you're both having so full schedules and you feel like you're the only one cleaning and cooking, it can get, you can start to feel bitter and resentful towards the other person. So we started arguing with my boyfriend a lot, and by the end of April and at the beginning of May, a lot of things happened and we were like, we almost broke up, honestly. And that was, I had a mental breakdown, which I haven't had one in months, and I was like, I thought I was way past that, but oh well, it's happening again. I started seeing my therapist again for a few weeks. Thankfully, we moved past that. We are great. We're better than ever right now, so I feel that that's important, because with couples, especially if you're living together, it's so common to have fights and sometimes things to escalate, because most of the time, if you're very busy, you don't express the things that are troubling you with the other person, but if you don't express it, it will build and build and build to the point where you poof, And so right now we're discussing everything, and it improved our communication and openness and honesty with each other. So I think it was a great challenge and we moved past it. So great. After that, during May, I became a plant mother. I bought a Monstera, which it did not survive the heat. I live in a house without AC. We had fans on and Monstera was like, eh. So I gave her to my mother. She's still alive, she's not thriving, but I'm hopeful that one day she'll become like she was. She only has one leaf now left, but it's very green and very alive. I'm very sad, and I'm not great with plants. This is what I came to realize at that time, after living in that house for a few months now, for like half a year almost, that I'm not good with plants. So yeah, June happened, which like it was my birthday month, as I said. We marked 1 year of meeting each other with my boyfriend. I also quit my job and I had a contract with an agency somewhere abroad, and I started my online thing as well. I started an online business, I think, in April, so there had been an overlap. This is why I was really tired during May and even almost broke up with my boyfriend. It wasn't just like house stuff, it was also the fact that I was really overworking myself, and I had reached a point where I was very emotionless. It was really bad actually, now that I think of it, because I've been working as a like my office job, and then I had my freelance, and I basically worked all day. I even had a very close friend of mine who recently told me that she felt neglected, and so she kind of ghosted me, and I thought she hated me, but it was because I had no time to hang out with her. And I totally realized, like, it's valid for me to be burned out and tired and need time for myself and not wanting anyone else, but at the same time I can understand if a friend of mine feels neglected, because I am like this. And yeah, I started to feel this way again now. Even though I work remotely, it's still very draining, and I'm at a place where I'm just debating whether or not I should just quit because of my mental health. It's been hell. I can see the pattern repeating, honestly. So yeah, July was the month that I had finally freed myself from the office job. I was working on my own terms, everything was going great. I had a very terrible UTI at that time, so I had to take antibiotics, and it was very stressful because I have health anxiety and these things really affect me emotionally. I fall out with a friend in the friend group, so I felt like it was a very dramatic period of life for me. In August, honestly, it was a very exciting month because me and my boyfriend went to Rome for like a week. I have a vlog here with all the footage and what we did and things like that, and it was amazing. And then back in September I had a job offer and I met some new friends, so I was like, new friend group, new job, what else could go wrong? I was very excited to start the autumn season, because I really love autumn. It's my favorite season ever. So I went during October. Me and my boyfriend started watching a lot of spooky movies, and we were doing movie nights almost every night. It was amazing, I really loved it, it was great. During the month of October I realized I really don't like the workplace I'm currently at, and because my freelancing projects ended, like all the contracts I had for freelance job ended at the same time. Like, I have a few clients here and there, but I don't feel like I can make a living out of it. And of course, Etsy shop is not very... I had to keep working at where I'm working, even though it's very toxic because of the people. And so November was a bit sad in that aspect, because I really started feeling that like I don't want to work anymore or to do anything creative. And I had so many projects, I had so many creative projects, honestly, but I feel like I can only do one project at a time because I feel drained all the freaking time. But there are videos where I speak about it more length, so I don't want to just say it here again. But yeah, the good thing is that during October I released my first it's not my first album. Like, I've released music in the past, but since I've taken everything down and want to re-record them, now it seems like it's my first album. But for me, it is like my first fully fleshed body of work. Like, it's a whole concept album from the beginning to the end, and it tells a story of girlhood going to womanhood and all the pain, the grief, the process in between. It includes songs that I've written over 10 years now. Also includes new songs and some re-recordings, and I've been so glad that even though I've been so burned out, I had enough energy and creativity to make this album. And I'm also recording more music, hopefully now during the holidays. So yeah, during November and, well, now December, as I'm recording this, the highlight of these months is the new friends I've made. I finally feel that I'm in a good place in terms of friend groups, and it's not something that, like, someone might say that it's okay, like, as a statement, but for me, a person who really struggles in making friends and maintaining friendships, this is really important. I don't know, it's like they're all new friends, I don't know how it will go, but for now I feel really seen and it's been great. I don't know, but yeah, guys, I think this is the year review. If I am to rate this year, it's like a 7 out of 10, I don't know. 2023 was a 9 out of 10, and even though, like, some years in the past I could rate them even higher, not because, like, when I was living during these times, I feel like I wouldn't rate them that high, but now that I see how much I've learned from that, I would rate them higher, because they were canon events, canon experiences. So I don't know, maybe I will rate this year higher when I grow old and I see how important it was. But it was, like, if we are to see bad and good events as something that makes a year interesting, it was very uneventful. It did not have a lot of drama. Like, 2023 was a crazy year for me. If you've ever seen Fleabag, thank you very much. I was in my Fleabag era. So yeah, I feel like I've toned down a lot of myself now, which is great. You know, you cannot live in extremes all the freaking time. You need some relaxed times and routine and things like that. But yeah, I'm really hyped for the next year. I hope I can finally work as a freelancer and not work with stupid people that are very stressful and toxic. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Please let me know how your year was, or your rate. Like, just leave a rate, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, nothing else. It would be great if it would look like you're rating my video now that I think about it. But yeah, I don't know, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next year. I can finally make this joke. See you guys next year. This is my last video. This joke sucks. I don't know. Happy New Year! Whenever you see this video, because some of you might see it during 2025, but yeah. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year!